So Brian now knows that his mother in law and the two ladies, or possibly everybody, believes that Brian could be doing this to Monica, which isn't true. Brian is deeply hurt and offended, to say the least. He loves his wife and is doing everything to help her. And to make matters worse, now he has the pressure of knowing they suspect him. But Brian has to hide his feelings. There's no time to fight or argue. It's not the time. He has his hands full. He's got to try and save his wife. But time will tell the truth. But this is something he would never, ever forget. So Brian sticks his hand in the pot. There's no need to dig. The two ladies already knew what was in there. Brian can feel something. He grabs it and pulls it out. It's a glass jar with the lid on, like a mayonnaise jar. And inside is the head of a doll with black hair. Monica is a beautiful woman with a beautiful set of black hair. Brian hands the jar to one of the ladies. Brian looks visibly scared. The side of that jar is like something out of a horror film. He will never forget that moment. At this point, Brian thinks it's over. He stands up, but the ladies tell him to dig more to see if there's anything else. Brian looks puzzled and goes back in. Brian doesn't have to feel much. Like I said, the ladies already found everything they were looking for. So, sure enough, there's something else. But it's different this time. It's something made of cloth. Brian grabs it and pulls it out. It's a doll made of cloth. It's dirty from the dirt, kind of wet. Clearly handmade by somebody. There are no eyes, no hair, nose, nothing. Just a head, arms, torso, and legs. One thing about the doll is that one of the legs was sewn somewhere between the knee and the hip. It was sewn across, like it was just dangling. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it was meant for something bad to happen to Monica's leg. A horrible sight. So Brian stands up again. They all walk inside the condo. Now the two ladies tell them what is going to happen next. They're going to go back to Mexico City. And they said that the lady back in Mexico would do a special prayer for 14 days so they could finally get rid of those things. The family was told that the ladies would come back with them. They would take care of the buried dead and that Brian would drive him back. But Brian is exhausted. There's no way he can make that drive back to Mexico for another 6 hours and 6 hours back. So he begs them, tells them that he will pay for the bus fare back, and offers them a little extra money so he can get out of it. The two ladies accept and let him off the hook. And thank God, there's no way that he could have made that back. He had nothing left. So the ladies, they leave. They're on the way back to Mexico. Everybody thinks that things will be over soon, in 2 weeks approximately. They are literally counting the days. But 2 weeks go by, and Monica feels just as bad as she ever has during those 2 weeks. And 3 weeks go by, and things are only getting worse. Monica has lost a little bit of weight now, and things between them aren't getting any better. Brian doesn't know what to do. He's lost, and it's wearing on him. He has to get up every morning at 7 a.m. to go to work 6 days a week, only to come home and deal with everything that's going on. So Brian feels lost. He's out of answers. He doesn't know what to do. So he decides to rent a big house and ask Monica's family to move in with them because somebody needs to take care of Monica while he's away at work every day and she's deteriorating. He can't feel safe having her alone every day while he's at work. And sure enough, he rents a big house and they all move in with him.